dark. I'm on my match in the dark. I'm on my match in the dark. I'm on my match in the dark.
What's up YouTube, GenGMC here. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're back on Hypixel, and today I'm going to be reviewing another PvP client. If you guys are not familiar with what PvP clients are basically mod packs that you install. They come pre-installed with a bunch of different PvP related mods, as well as optimization to help you get better frames whilst playing Minecraft. Today we're going to be reviewing the Hyperium Client. If you guys are not familiar with the Hyperium Client, basically the Hyperium Client is another PvP client like Lunar Client, PvP Lounge, etc, etc. It was made and developed by Skier as well as some other contributors, whatever you want to say. These are all the people that have helped contribute to make Hyperium what it is today. First thing that you want to do is press your grave key. This will open your Hyperium settings. If for some reason pressing the grave key is not opening your Hyperium settings, it is possible that your grave key is set to something else, or there is no keybind set to open up your Hyperium settings. But don't worry, you can just add a keybind inside the controls, or you can press Hyperium settings right here in your escape. So once you've opened up your Hyperium settings, you're going to get something similar to this. Your transparency is probably going to be a lot lower like this. I personally prefer it to be all the way up like that. It just looks better in my opinion, but you know, that's all up to preference, as well as the blurred background. Again, up to preference. In the menu, you have your cosmetics. Basically, cosmetics section is just where you can edit different Hyperium cosmetics that you purchase from the Hyperium store. I don't have any cosmetics, so I'm not going to mess around with that tab, but if you guys get any Hyperium cosmetics, that's where you go to enable them, mess around with them, and whatever. Under the general settings is just different general settings that you can enable, disable. Under the Hypixel section, these are not really mods. These are just additions to Hypixel to make it a little bit better. For instance, if you guys have players enabled so you guys can see players in different lobbies, and if you guys want your friends to be at the top of that list, to be at the top of tab, you can enable this and it will display your friends first in tab. Under the improvement section is basically just things you can go through and mess around with to better your frames. If you are still not getting the best frames, maybe mess around with this settings, mess around with your Optifine settings a little bit, and just try to see what works for your computer. Integrations is basically just more general settings that you can go through and mess around with. For instance, the clear chat that a lot of people really like, that shows the chat, like has no chat background, is called fast chat in Hyperium Client. So just enable that and you will get that. It also helps with FPS, so I do recommend that if you are trying to get better FPS. I do recommend turning fast chat on. Under Miscellaneous is again just some more general settings you can go through and mess around with. I'm not going to mess around with it because I don't really need to touch anything in here. The one thing I want to point out is the Hyperium loading screen. Basically, when you're switching through different servers, different worlds or whatever, it'll show a Hyperium loading screen for like a split second because I have fast world loading on. So you guys can disable that and you'll just go back to the classic Minecraft loading screens. Under the mod section is just all the different PvP mods that come with Hyperium Client. I will point out that Hyperium Client does not come with every single mod that most clients do. So if you're looking for certain mods that are not in Hyperium, I recommend using a different client like PvP Lounge or Badline. Those have a lot of different mods in them. Another thing I want to point out is that for moving things around to like have different positions, you will just drag it inside the settings menu. You cannot put it down any lower than basically your XP bar, so just keep that in mind if you want it to be lower. That's just one thing I don't really like about Hyperium, is that I can't move that any lower. But yeah, you can also make it bigger if you want. You make it really small. You know, it's just really up to preference. So you can just go around with these different mods, enable things that you want, disable things that you want, and just have a blast. So I want to talk a little bit about the client before I wrap up this video. So for frames, if you're very worried about getting the best frames and you have a low-end computer, I recommend either using Hyperium or PvP Lounge. If you have a high-end computer and you want more frames, I recommend using Badlion or Lunar Client. Hyperium Client does give a significant FPS boost for lower-end computers. I'm pretty sure it does it for high-end computers as well. It's just really all about how your computer can handle certain things. Almost got murdered there. Oh, I'm so dead. That's going to do it for today's review on the Hyperium Client. If you guys have any questions about the client, feel free to ask them in the comment section below and I will answer what I can answer. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to smash the like button if you all did enjoy. Subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I upload new videos. And I will see you all next time. Peace out. Bye.
Day that passes without you on my mind, not even 1 minute can end up before you come around.